Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for August 27, Thursday, 2026 Aries. You tend to be curious. You're always wanting to learn more about your interest, but today you could be eager to research a subject that is unable to be found about it no matter how far you look in databases or the library. Don't bother with it today. You'll only be frustrated. For sure, you can catch up on that information later. Taurus, the need to attend to business or networking obligations will have you in the midst today. You may have been forced to attend too many of these recently, and now they're even coming up more. You dread going to places that you don't want to go, eating food you hate, talking pleasantly with people that you can't stand. Decline it if you can, because it will mess with your mental. Gemini, your home could be empty today. Other household members may be away and you could find it depressing. Instead of enjoying that solitude, you could feel like the walls are closing in around you. The only answer is to go out for a while, take a walk or visit some bookstores or antique shops. If possible, don't go home until you're too tired to come back. Cancer, someone close to you might be uncharacteristically silent today. Something is bothering them terribly and they don't seem to know how to talk about it. You're willing to listen to help, but don't try to coax your friend. Use your intuition to sense what's going on and do what you can to alleviate the situation. Leo, financial worries might come up today. You could check your bank balance and find out there is little money. This might come as a shock because you thought there was more money. Before you panic, ask whoever's in charge of the bank to double check the records, and it's possibly a computer error. It shouldn't take long to correct and you'll be able to breathe a sigh of relief. Virgo, today, you might be so gloomy that you don't even want to get up. It might not be a good idea to stay home. However, find some task that distracts you. At some point during the day, get out in the open air, take a walk, preferably through the park or near the sea. You'll get the endorphins that you need to get going again. Libra, any work today could require a high level of concentration that you could muster. You might lapse into daydreams, think about personal matters and feel guilty because you aren't doing what you're supposed to be doing. On days like this, it's best to focus on routine tasks you can do automatically. That way, your mind can wander. That's the only way you'll make it through the day. Scorpio, today your creative impulses could be blocked. You might be trying to reach your own or someone else's deadline, and you may feel the need to get some work done while your muse seems to have gone on vacation. If your deadline is official, call whoever is in charge to ask for an extension. You won't be happy with the results if you force yourself to work today. Sagittarius, a friend who planned to stop by tonight might not show up. You may worry since this person isn't one to blow you off the hook. Don't imagine accidents or disasters. The culprit's probably in traffic. Call your friend. If you don't reach him or her, leave a message so they could call you back. Your friend is probably fine, but you may have to postpone that visit for another time. Capricorn, travel of any kind might be virtually impossible today. Airports could be jammed, flights delayed, and planes plagued with mechanical issues. If you're traveling by car, expect road construction and backup traffic. Stay home if you can. If you must travel, take plenty of music and books to keep you occupied while you're waiting. Aquarius, this isn't a good day to invest in anything. Don't spend too much time working on speculative projects. Don't put your money into anything but gold, land, or blue chip stocks and bonds. You probably won't lose anything, but it will be a long time before you saw a profit. Concentrate on what you know is secure now. There will be other days to wheel and to deal. Pisces, a love partner could be gloomy today. This might be the kind of day when no matter how many times you draw your partner's attention to the donut, he or she still sees only the hole. The glass is always half empty, never half full. Your beloved will probably be this way for the day. Don't let this drive you crazy. Try to see the humor in it. That will help you get over the situation for sure. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 27th August 2026. Do have yourself a wonderful day.
That means it's morning, so wake up. Hi everybody, I am Chandra, your host, and welcome to the DBS This Morning Show. I think it's time we go check in with the news team. Let's get those morning news highlights.
Good morning, time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polion. A major step toward making home ownership more accessible in St. Lucia is now underway. A US $20 million loan facility between the St. Lucia Development Bank and Taiwan Exim Bank is set to finance housing and infrastructure projects with a focus on providing quality, affordable and sustainable homes for St. Lucians. The official signing ceremony was held on Tuesday, August 25, 2026 at the St. Lucia Development Bank in Castries. The initiative forms part of the government's mission to put the needs of the people first.
The fact that the largest loan in our history should be devoted to the most fundamental of human needs is no coincidence. It speaks to the very promise of our tagline, affording opportunity for all. What makes this facility remarkable is not just its size, but its character. This is patient capital, and patient capital is exactly what development demands.
While corporate infrastructure continues to receive much needed investment, officials say bridging the housing gap is equally important to ensure citizens have access to comfortable, resilient and affordable living spaces and to advance the country's sustainable development goals. What's in that bottle you're about to drink? For consumers, the answer should be clear. But concerns over inadequate or poor labeling of locally manufactured beverages have prompted action by the St. Lucia Bureau of Standards. The Bureau has received complaints from the public regarding beverage labels that do not meet consumer safety and health requirements. To address the issue, a juice labeling workshop was held on August 25th, giving entrepreneurs an opportunity to interact with compliance officers from the Bureau of Standards and other manufacturing stakeholders.
There is a compulsory standard for labeling of food and of prepackaged foods, and those juices fall under that standard. There are some risks associated with those drinks because without a label, a consumer is not aware of the contents, the ingredients, the expiration date.
The aim of the workshop is to ensure business owners understand and meet labeling requirements, allowing consumers to know exactly what is in the products they purchase. Another key concern is preventing the fraudulent sale of products by persons using look-alike labeling on goods. It was part lesson, part empowerment, and for the mothers who walked in, it could change the way they feed their babies for good. At the V4 Wellness Center, a hands-on breastfeeding workshop turned myths into facts and fear into confidence, all in time for Breastfeeding Awareness Month.
The aim of the workshop is to provide information and also support for expectant mothers to enable them to initiate and maintain breastfeeding successfully, knowing all the wonderful benefits of breastfeeding.
Through activities such as the breastfeeding workshop, the Ministry of Health continues to strengthen public awareness and education surrounding the importance of breastfeeding and its contribution to the health and well-being of mothers, babies, and also families. Workers employed with the St. Lucia Mortgage Finance Company Limited, SMFC, will now benefit from a general wage increase of 8%. This development is as a result of negotiations concluded between the management of the company and the National Workers Union, NWU. Employees will receive an 8% compounded increase spread over the 3-year period as 3%, 3%, and 2% respectively, accompanied by a 1-year back pay. Other fringe benefits include a capping of mortgage interest rates at 5% and an increase in the duration of paternity leave. Secretary General of the NWU, Mr. Johan Hayward, says he is pleased with the outcome of the negotiations, thereby avoiding further delay in the process. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. My name is Timothy Polion. Good morning.
Thank you, news team. As per usual, you know we got to take that commercial break, but stay with us. We'll be back because we got to pay those bills. Hey DBS family, welcome back. So breaking the silence is what this segment is about. because so many people out there actually do suffer in silence. They go through things, they have no one to speak to. So this morning I do have the founder and co-founder of Breaking the Silence organization. I have Cassie and I have Rochelle, and they're here this morning to tell us a little bit about their foundation and what it is that they do for St. Lucia. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
It is an absolute pleasure. So I was actually scrolling through Instagram, minding everybody else's business but my own, and I happened to stumble upon Breaking the Silence, and I was a little interested. I'm not gonna lie. So I clicked on the page, and I was like, yes, I definitely have to reach out because this is something that is definitely in need. So many people suffer in silence. So many people are going through things and they have no one to talk to. So this initiative, I believe, was something that is absolutely needed. So I just want you guys to just introduce yourselves and then tell us a little bit about why you started this foundation.
Okay, so my name is Rochell Laurencine, and I am the founder of Breaking the Silence. Breaking the Silence was born out of pain. In 2024, I went through one of the darkest seasons of my life. I was clinically diagnosed with depression and anxiety. And during that time, I felt it very difficult to express myself to persons, because when you do express yourself to someone who has not gone through depression or anxiety, they see it as just a sad day or a sad moment, right, or something that will pass. But anybody who has gone through depression, or anybody who has done their research on depression, will know that depression is deeper than that. Months went by and I felt the same way. So I decided to seek professional help from a therapist and a psychiatrist, and I started to feel better eventually. Then time went by and God impressed on my heart to release a video where I share my testimony. Now at first I was hesitant because I was not a vocal person. I was not someone to put myself out there, especially on social media. So it took a lot out of me for me to do that, right? But eventually I kept getting that thought, and it was just in my heart to do it. So eventually I obeyed and I released just a short video. It was like about 10 minutes long, where I shared my testimony with social media or the viewers, and the level of support and feedback that I received by just sharing my testimony, whether it was persons telling me that they could have related to what I went through, or persons saying that they wish that they wish there were more spaces like that. It made me realize that there is a great need for this in St. Lucia and the wider Caribbean.
Rochelle mentioned that she sought a therapist. Now, a lot of misconceptions is that if you're seeing a therapist, something is wrong with you. And I genuinely believe that nothing has to be wrong with you for you to have a therapist or somebody to speak to help you, to guide you. What are your thoughts on that? And what do you aim for this focus group or this community to help with out there?
Okay, well, hello again. I'm Cassie Henville, co-founder of Breaking the Silence. So one of my favorite services that we have available, it's called the Peer Support and Empowerment Session, right? And you were saying that this is something that's needed. A lot of people need to speak to somebody. So what we came across, a lot of people, they don't go to psychiatrists because either they say it's too expensive, or they feel like it would be something that's hard, something they cannot do, something they cannot understand, something where they will be put under a microscope. So we created this starting point. It's easier to just talk to a friend.
Yeah.
It's easier to just talk to somebody. Of course, it has to be a safe space. It has to be judgment-free, right? So we try to create that space for people so that they can speak and let things out. And back to our motto, it's about the things that people usually don't speak about. In our culture, we know people, they like to keep things in. And there's a stigma when it comes to seeing a psychiatrist. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong with you. It just means you need to talk to somebody to figure out, or to compartmentalize your thoughts, figure out what's going on with you. So I feel like though that starting point is something that a lot of people gravitate towards because it's much easier. It's not like they don't have to be afraid.
Yeah.
It's just somebody that you're speaking to in a confidential space, right? So that's my viewpoint on that.
Do we need to sign up? How does this work? For those who are interested and like, you know what, I need to meet up with this group, I need to be a part of this, how do they reach out to you?
Yeah, so usually when we post a flyer saying that we have a session coming up, persons usually direct message us, and then we have a link that we send to them where they book with us.
Okay, cool.
And we send them the different payment methods, we lock in the dates, and then we send them a link where they can have that session with us.
Awesome. So with that said, share with us your social media handles and that number where they can contact you guys.
Okay, so for the social media handles, for the podcast, if you want to be part of these important conversations that we're having, you can find us at Breaking the Silence _2025 on YouTube. To stay abreast with anything that we have going on, you can find us on Instagram also at Breaking the Silence _2025 and TikTok Breaking the Silence 2025. This one does not have the underscore, and recently we started posting our content on Facebook. So if you just type in Rochell Laurencine and Breaking the Silence with no spaces, you will find the page.
Awesome. Hey beautiful St. Lucia, good morning and welcome back to the morning show. So I am at The Dream, and this is actually located in the heart of Rodney, right opposite from the Harbor Club, that little plaza there. And I'm specifically inside Spoil Me Therapy. Now this is a very cutesy, girly place, very demure, and of course it is owned by Siana Joseph. She's here with me this morning and we are going to chit chat about Spoil Me Therapy. Now this is actually a place you want to check out, and I'm going to tell you why at the end, but let's catch up with Siana. Hi Siana.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. Now first of all, your place is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
It is so cute in here and it is so
Thank
pretty
you.
and it smells so good. It smells good in here. Now tell us a little bit about yourself, and we know the name of your business is Spoil Me Therapy and Spa.
Yes.
And then you tell us the nature of the business and why that name. All right? So let's get into it.
I started doing pedicures, just pedicures after the COVID. Just pedicures for my neighbors.
Did you say after the COVID?
After.
So this is
during
pretty much a COVID baby.
Yes,
a lot of
it is.
businesses came out of COVID. Nice.
And I've always loved doing pedicures and stuff like that, and boosting my brain about the name. My best friend at the time was telling me, we need to get a name, we need to get a name, I need to register, I need to make it a thing, you need to, and killing ourselves find a name. And then I got this client who tell me, oh my God, you're just spoiling me. Every time I come to you, spoiling me, and I just got the name. Okay, Spoil Me Therapy and Spa. And I told her, Spoil Me Therapy and Spa. And we went to register it, and
the rest was history.
yes.
Nice. Now you are located in The Dream, and I think this is it's just an ideal location and an ideal spot. The compound
Yes,
is
it
very
is.
pretty. If you guys haven't been here, y'all need to check it out. A
Y'all
lot
need
of
to.
different outlets are here.
Yes, it
But talk
is.
to us about how long have you been doing this? Are you professionally trained? Do you have certification?
Yes,
Tell
I
us
am
about
a
that.
Certified massage therapist.
Okay.
Certified pedicurist. And I am licensed also.
Perfect. So
And
she
I have
is a
been doing it for 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
Okay,
yes.
so she is a professional, okay? You know, we don't do anything simple, nothing mediocre. We do it professionally, and she is one of the best. Now,
I am.
Siana, you do have some promotions happening.
Yes,
Talk
I
to us about that.
Right now I have a Pretty Princess promotion going on. I say we have done it for the parents, and we've done it for, and the little ones do enjoy those stuff. They enjoy doing that,
So like a
especially
little
the
mama
girls.
and me kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So I say, you know what, I need to do something. As the summer going on, the summer is coming to an end, I need to do something for the girls. So I came up with it pretty, and I'm actually going with, collaborating with Brunching Babe. She does little treats, lemonades and stuff like that.
Nice.
And I just came up with it, and it is going very well.
Nice. So when does the promotion end?
Promotion
we have
ends
time.
the last day of
August? Okay,
yes.
so there is still time.
There is still time.
How do they get in on this? Do they need to pre-book before? Do they walk in?
Yes, they need to, because sometimes the time that they want, they just need to secure a time
so
and
they
a date.
need to reach out to reserve the time.
Yes.
Okay, is there like a deposit to reserve, or because you know a lot of the businesses now is like, oh, you need to do a 10% deposit? No.
If you can come to me, then you can do a deposit.
Okay.
But you pay on the day of your appointment.
Okay,
yes.
perfect. Now let's backtrack a little bit into the massage aspect. What are the kind of types of massages that you offer here?
For now, I only offer deep tissue, Swedish massage, deep tissue, hot stone, and a little bit of aromatherapy. That's it for now.
Okay.
Now, since I'm newly open, I don't want to rush into everything one time.
Okay.
So I just want to gradually.
Steady growth.
Yes.
Okay. Love it. What are your social media handles, Siana and Janoma, for those who may be interested and want to support Spoil Me Therapy and Massage?
On Facebook, it is Spoil Me by Siana. Try to move it, but it cannot allow you to.
Okay.
And
on
Instagram, it is the same, Spoil Me 758, and on TikTok, it is Spoil Me. Therapy and spa, yes.
Perfect. Now, do you offer anything for the men, or is this just the ladies only space?
No,
Everybody.
Okay, perfect. Everybody is included. We have for the men, and I think we need to normalize. A lot of men need to normalize in taking care of themselves.
Please tell them
in that way, because it is not only for ladies; it is for men. Men need to, because one of the number one killers is stress, and men. They do have a lot, they carry a lot on their shoulder, and did not let a lot of people in. So that's a good way of letting out.
Come to Siana. Let her get the stress off of your shoulders.
I will do wonders.
Siana, thank you so much for taking time out. I know you're busy, your clients are rolling in, so we got to roll out. So with that, friends, let us take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back right here with more for you on The Morning Show.
Yes.
DVS family, welcome back to This Morning Show. If you're just joining us, you're right on time, because as you can see, I'm outside today, and not just outside. I am at Roots Riding Stable in the heart of Casabon. Now, when I say in the heart, we may see, I drive. But it was for a very good reason. And with me this morning, I do have Lauren and I do have Gabriel, founder and co-founder of Roots Riding Stables. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning.
Thank you. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So I was scrolling through Instagram, actually, and no, I think an ad popped up. Do you guys have a sponsored ad, I believe? And it popped up, and I'm like,
possibly. And
I'm like, Roots Riding Stable, this looks interesting. I clicked on it, and then I'm like, yes, I have to get them. And then here we are today. So we are going to chat with you a little bit, find out why did you start Roots Riding Stable and why the name. So who wants to go first? Gabriel, Lauren? Look at that, I'm trying to figure out. Lauren, go ahead, you go first.
We honestly started this by accident. My son fell in love with horses. We both grew up with horses and ended up with one, rescued another, a third, a fourth. And currently we have 15 horses.
15 horses. Gabriel, do you know the names of all 15?
Definitely.
Can I put you on? Oh, you do?
Yes.
Show us your skills. Let's go. How many? Let's go.
Miracle, Magic, Magnum, Jeffrey, Dubai, Hennessy, Nouveau,
Midnight,
Wasin.
It's That's okay. You did well. That's 10. You did very well. I love it. So you started by just rescuing one, and it turned into 15 horses.
Yes.
So when you say rescue, do you just like see them randomly and you just... How does that work?
Some of them came quite malnourished and weren't maybe looked after as best as they could have been. We were really focused on the animals here, so we didn't intend to start a riding stables as such. We just all have a real love for the animals, and that's really how we ended up here.
And now this has turned into an experience. Now tell us about the business side of Roots Riding Stables. This one's for you, Daniel. Go ahead, Gabriel. Go ahead.
Well, the business side of Roots Riding Stable is that we're trying to, it's not just about the business, you know, it's about the animal welfare. So like we said, we rescue animals, we try to help the kids on the weekend, because in Casaba, or especially the north, there is a big horse community.
Right.
So all the kids are into horses and, you know, lots of stables around us. So what we do, we encourage them to come up on a weekend so that we give them some free dewormer, some vitamins for the horses, some teak oil, just to, you know, keep them on the right path, you know.
I love that.
To show them, you know.
I love that. So if you look in the back, St. Lucia, you notice we have, well, they're hiding, but they're back there. I promise you, they're back there. They're actually, they have on some mask, I would call it.
Yep, they have a fly mask on their face that just protects their eyes from the flies in the day.
Right. So just in case you were wondering, if you happen to see them in the back with a mask on, that's the reason for that. Now, you do have rescues here that actually have kids.
We do. We do. Our first one, it was an accidental pregnancy.
Accidental.
But we do have our first baby, yes, from a rescue.
So in a little while, St. Lucia will show you where they are and what they look like. But this is Roots Riding Stables. Now, do you guys offer any kind of tours in and around St. Lucia, or is it just for caring for the animals?
No, we offer tours as well. So we have a tourist price for tourists, and we also have a local price as well to encourage locals to come and ride with us.
Okay, perfect. So it's not just tourists, but it's for everybody who wishes to give it a try.
Yeah, and pretty much it all goes back into their care and looking after them.
Nice. Now, is there anything you want to tell us specifically about Roots Riding Stables that we may not know, or what's interesting about having this job, or this, you know, this stable?
Go on, your one.
She wants to throw it over to you. Yeah, anything interesting about Roots Riding Stable? What's the favorite part of this job for you guys?
Honestly, the community we've created is insane. We have the most incredible boys come up at the weekends. We all cook together. Last weekend, for example, we cleared all the rubbish off of our trail. Nice. So our trail goes down to Casaba Beach.
Okay.
We ride along the beach and then we come back up, and lots of people dump rubbish. I think we had washing machines, all kinds of things on the way, and we spent the weekend, all of the horse community, clearing the trail, throwing the rubbish, and then all came back and cooked food together.
I love it. I love it.
Honestly, that's probably the best part of it.
And I actually do love this initiative, because we do have a lot of horses here in St. Lucia, and we happen to just see them all over the place when we're driving around. But quick question, if we wanted to, or if we identify a stray horse somewhere, how do we get them to you guys so that they can have somewhere to be, rather
Look
than
us
just
up,
roaming the
Google, our number comes up straight away and you can give us a call.
Okay, perfect. So with that said, give us your social media handles and your number so we can reach out to you to just come and probably look, support, have a ride, experience the animals, help out. So just give us your contact information. You want to do that one for us, Gabriel?
Yes, definitely.
Go ahead.
So business name, Roots Riding Stable, contact number 712-2058.
And your social media?
Social media is the same, Roots Riding Stable.
Perfect. Well, St. Lucia, this is it. Let me see if I can, should I hop up on one of these horses?
Yes.
Well, why not?
Yes,
We'll
yes?
get you.
Okay, well, let's see. Oh, God. Stay with us, St. Lucia. Don't go too far. We're back. You see today when I clock out. Yeah, that's my time. I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for joining me as usual for the DBS Morning Show. It is a pleasure having you wake up with me every single morning to start off your day. But me, it's time for me to go, and it's time for you to head to work. Work for me is over. See you guys tomorrow. Bam.